section on jobs, reform and fairness. Pat Rabbitte, TD Minister for Communications, Energy and Natural Resources, is proposing motion 2. Motion 2 comes from the Central Council. Pat.
Thanks, Chairman. That's a relief. I thought you were going to ask me to sing. I'm moving motion number 2. I think everybody in this audience understands the extent to which we have to rely on oil and gas and the extent to which it's imported. As a result, we are price takers on the international market, and there's not a great deal that we can do about it. But there is 2 things that we can address. The first is that we can shift consumption more and more towards renewable indigenous resources, and secondly, we can reduce our consumption. And it's that particular issue that this motion addresses. And I'm very pleased that, notwithstanding the difficult economic environment that we find ourselves in, that I was able to get an additional 30 million last year for retrofit, and that we are spending 76 million this year on the retrofit programme. And there isn't any doubt about it, but that has the merit of saving money for householders on the one hand and creating jobs for the retrofit industry on the other hand. There will be just short of 5,000 people employed in retrofit this year, 2012. Now, as delegates will know, the programme for government commits us to moving from a grants-based support system to a pay-as-you-save model. And the idea behind pay-as-you-save is that in return for the savings that householders can make as a result of retrofit, better insulation, better thermal efficiency and so on, that savings goes into the original investment to do the work. So it is a model that has to be carefully worked out with the banks, with the energy supply companies, with the installers, and there is a great deal of progress already made towards that objective and with the cooperation of the 2 big banks. I don't underestimate the technical and legal and structural difficulties that are in the way, but it makes sense for everybody because better thermal efficiency in the home means better health. It means a savings on your energy bill. It means jobs for those who do the work in the million-odd homes in this country that require to be done. And of course, it's not only residential. It's not only residential properties. The whole public built environment is badly in need of energy efficiency measures. And I was able to launch the Better Energies Workplace programme earlier this year, and that supports sustainable energy investment in the public, commercial, industrial and community sectors. And it is estimated that it leverages additional private sector investment of as much as 3 to 1, and that the annual savings effectively repay government funding over a period of 12 months. So you can see why investment in that area is particularly productive. I also want to mention in passing that massive investment projects like the East-West Interconnector will be commissioned this autumn, a 600 million interconnection to the neighbouring island. I want to say that the Meath-Tyrone North-South Interconnector will be up for decision in the weeks ahead as the Oireachtas Committee completes its work. Last week in Cork, I announced GridLink, a €500 million investment in refurbishing the grid from Cork through Wexford and up to Kildare. May I also mention before I sit down the question of energy poverty and the fact that I published at the end of last year the Affordable Energy Strategy that has 47 different actions, timetabled actions to be taken to address the issue of fuel poverty, which undoubtedly affects a significant number of people in our society. So, in conclusion, Chairperson, these measures make sense because they save money for the Exchequer as they move off a grants-based system. Homeowners will improve the quality of life and will save money in the process. The scheme is a major economic opportunity for the construction and retrofit sector, and in the process it creates badly needed jobs. I ask you to support this motion.